and to understand how we do personally hold this power to make ourselves personally great, on top of helping each other to coexist to make this entire country great without needing the huge umbrella of power that the government wants to provide for us for our safety. You know what I mean? We have the power. You know what I mean? Like, quote He-Man.
To quote. No, yeah, it's really exciting, and we have this opportunity where the different ages and epochs have lined up with these type of astrological alignments. There's great videos of Terence McKenna speaking about the I Ching and how like the Middle Ages and all these things kind of line up. And it's up to us. There's always this polarity on Earth, this duality, and the World Economic Forum and big tech and all these guys are trying to push, they've had a tremendous economic boost over these years, over these months, it feels like years, over these months of the lockdown. And as small businesses have been closing down, there's been a huge transfer of wealth, and they're all, gearing up for the Great Reset. Like, they're saying it in our face. They're not even hiding it anymore. That's the new rebranding for, the NWO. So, but on the flip side of that Great Reset, we have the Great Awakening happening simultaneously. So it's up to us, like for us, with our biblical background, that there is this great opportunity where you cannot serve both God and mammon. There's going to be we're walking this fence where it's going to start to narrow, and we're going to have this opportunity to either default into safety and security of the Great Reset, get our digital, stimulus or whatever to buy our ration and stuff like that, and be in that world, be in the censorship of social media and stuff like that, go into more and more Ready Player One type lifestyle, while the real world is just turning into a wasteland around us. I mean, you drive the streets now, how many businesses are still boarded up or closed down and, for release. Or you can be on that Great Awakening side, realize that we are the technology, that we have all this ingrained in us. It's our birthright. It's inherent to us. And it's up to us to just stop resisting, stop plugging into all these other things that are draining our energy and attention, and just pull it back to, this gift of life that we're given, this opportunity, being able to trust our own body. And the very breath is life. So to not trust your breath or the breath of another person is to not trust your spirit or the spirit of another person. That's a very bleak world to accept and walk into. And it's up to us to make that decision in our own self, feel our own health and worth, to not be ruled by another entity, that especially one that doesn't have our very livelihood at heart, or is detrimental to that. And even as we're saying, with the peace in the Middle East, and that being, one of the signs of Revelations, our current president, is Trump and Pence, the trumpets, this is, so I think that there is Trump Pence is the judgment that's happening right now. And it's up to us. The 2020 has been a wild year for everybody. It's been very sobering. It's been challenging, but whether it's been good or bad is our call, kind of, either we rolled with the punches and we grew and blossomed from it, or, we let it defeat us and we're hiding in our corner until they tell us we can come out again, that's our choice, and how we step into 2021 now is up to us too, of do we see the bright new age of Aquarius, or are we still gonna chase their rat wheel, okay, when's my next shot? Do I have my COVID pass? Do I get my next, whatever from them, from their reset, So I think that's kind of where Trump stands, is that judgment isn't necessarily good or bad. It's just virtuous. So even with Trump's whole tax thing, though, he doesn't pay taxes. Well, taxation is theft. No one should pay taxes, So he's been kind of a mirror on the nation this whole time. And we don't always like what we see, but it's not necessarily him that's doing it. you know, we had the Me Too movement. There was criticisms of him and forgiveness of him. So like, that was for us to judge of like what we're willing to accept, what's appropriate or not, you know, like taxes, what's appropriate or not, racism, what's appropriate to say or not. And if you go back through clips of Trump's speeches versus Biden's speeches, like, you know, like it speaks itself. Like, you can't just follow a headline and a summarization of who's who and what the rules, like take people at their word, take them at their actions. Like, the proof is in the pudding, the year speaks for itself. And I think Trump's kind of presented that to us of, you know, he was advocating for therapeutics a lot in the beginning. He said that he himself was healed by therapeutics and that he felt 20 years younger and stuff like that. But then there's no talk of therapeutics now. So, I mean, like, he's shining a light on all these things and, you know, hearkening to them. It's up to us what we're paying attention to. So on that note, we're thank you all for subscribing, like and subscribe, comment below, for being with us here on this Off the Mark podcast journey, right? It's exciting. We're grateful that we got to launch this year with you guys.
Very, very well said. And yes, we are absolutely thankful. We have the response we've received in such a short time has been overwhelming. We've received equipment donations and all kinds of cool stuff that we're starting to like utilize now. So it's gonna be cool. You know, we're gonna be able to be out on the street and actually have good audio for you guys if need be. If Civil War breaks out, we'll be there.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, man. I am looking forward to 21. I truly am. I'm not going to let what happened in 2020 dictate what's going to happen in 2021. And I use the word dictate very, very purposely.
Right.
So yeah. What do you look forward to in 2021 real quick, and then we're done.
Well, 2021 is when we have like clear vision, right? Perfect vision. So this was a very like enlightening year in that sense. And now I'm looking forward to being able to see what's going on as we move forward, you know, having that clarity and just like certainty of self. It's beautiful. Yes, so like, yeah, we're manifesting like the sky's the limit, you know. It's really beautiful to get to just create with the world and like be at play with life.
Right. Awesome. Yay. I'm loving it.
How about you,
we're going to start another cleanse in about 2 days, I think. December 31st, we're starting another cleanse. If anybody wants to join us, then we'll have more information. Probably like a clip or so of 5-minute clip, because I don't think we're going to have another episode until after New Year's, after this.
Yeah, after New Year's.
Man, we got so much stuff lined up for you guys. Ooh. So much stuff. We're still going to talk about the Nashville bombing.
Right.
That's some good stuff. So don't forget about it. I know it's going to be tough, but don't forget about it. You know, the news is going to keep on, and there's going to be all kinds of things going on between now and then. But yeah, all kinds of things we want to bring up and in an informative, more respectful way as possible. Again, we thank you guys. Have a wonderful, safe New Year, please. Again, stay vigilant, stay strong. We love you guys very much. Yay. Bye.
Yay. Love you guys. Bye.